The world of monsters, magic, and destiny is not over yet. Fans everywhere are asking the same question. Will The Witcher return for Season 5? After everything that happened, the story feels far from finished. Secrets are still hidden, battles are still coming, and the future of Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer remains uncertain. Netflix may have more surprises waiting in the shadows. So today, let's uncover everything we know so far about The Witcher Season 5 and what could happen next. The Witcher has always been more than just a fantasy show. It is a tale of fate, darkness, and the fight to survive in a world filled with danger. From the very first season, we have followed Geralt of Rivia as he walked through chaos, facing monsters not only outside, but also inside the human world. And just when it feels like the journey is reaching its end, the story pulls us back in again. Right now, fans all around the globe are waiting, searching for answers. The biggest question on everyone's mind is simple but powerful. Will there be The Witcher Season 5? Because after Season 4, it feels impossible for the story to stop. Too many paths are still unfinished. Too many threats are still growing stronger. Ciri's destiny is still unfolding. And the world around her is collapsing into war. Yennefer's choices will shape the future, and Geralt, even after everything, still stands between darkness and the people he loves. The Witcher universe is filled with unfinished battles, painful sacrifices, and destinies that cannot be escaped. Netflix knows how much this series means to its fans. The Witcher is not just another show. It has become a global fantasy legend. And that is why the talk of Season 5 is growing louder every day. People want to know if this is truly the final chapter, or if something even bigger is still coming. The ending of Season 4 is expected to leave viewers with new questions, shocking twists, and emotional moments. And when a story builds that much suspense, it rarely ends quietly. Fans are already guessing what Season 5 could bring: more magic, more danger, and perhaps the biggest battle of all. Season 5 could be the season where everything changes. Where destiny finally calls, where the final war begins, and where Geralt's journey reaches its true conclusion. So as the shadows grow deeper and the future remains unclear, one thing is certain. The Witcher story is not done yet. The question is getting bigger every day. Has Netflix confirmed The Witcher Season 5? Fans have been watching closely, hoping for official news. And while Netflix has not yet dropped a huge trailer or announcement, there are already strong signs that Season 5 is part of the plan. The Witcher is one of Netflix's most famous fantasy shows. It has built a massive fan base across the world. Even with changes happening in the series, the story is still moving forward, and Netflix knows that millions of viewers are deeply invested in what comes next. Reports and insider updates suggest that Netflix is not stopping with Season 4. In fact, many sources believe that Season 5 will happen as the final season, bringing the entire Witcher saga to a powerful ending. The streaming platform has already planned the series to follow a complete arc, and Season 5 could be the last chapter in that journey. One of the biggest reasons Season 5 feels so likely is because the story has reached its most intense point. The world of The Witcher is now heading toward its ultimate conflict. Ciri is no longer just a girl running from danger. She is becoming the key to everything. Kingdoms are fighting, magic is growing more unstable, and enemies are moving closer. From every side, Netflix understands that a show like this cannot end without a proper conclusion. Fans need answers. They want to see how Geralt's path ends, what Ciri becomes, and whether Yennefer can protect the ones she loves. Another important point is that The Witcher is based on a long and beloved book series. The story is deep, complex, and filled with major moments that still have not been shown on screen yet. Season 5 would be the perfect chance for Netflix to bring those final events to life. There is also a sense that Netflix wants to close the show in a strong way, rather than leaving it unfinished. Ending with Season 5 allows the creators to build toward one final epic season, giving fans the kind of ending they deserve. Even though Netflix has not revealed all details yet, many fans believe that the decision is already made behind closed doors. Production planning, casting, and long-term schedules often happen long before a public announcement. So while we wait for the official confirmation, the signs are clear. Season 5 is very much on the horizon, and it could be the emotional final battle for the Witcher world. And now, the next big question becomes even more exciting. When will The Witcher Season 5 actually release? Now that the excitement around The Witcher Season 5 is growing, the next question is the one every fan wants. Answered most, when will Season 5 be released? Even without an official date from Netflix, we can still make a strong prediction by looking at how the series has been released in the past, and how long production usually takes for a show of this scale. The Witcher is not a simple drama that can be filmed quickly. This is a massive fantasy world filled with magic, monsters, battles, and heavy visual effects. Each season takes a long time to create because every episode requires detailed work, from costumes and fight scenes to CGI and post-production. Season 4 is expected to arrive first, and Netflix will focus all attention on it before moving fully into Season 5 promotion. Most likely, Season 5 will begin filming after Season 4 has completed its production cycle. In previous years, Netflix has taken about 1.5 to 2 years between seasons of The Witcher. This gap happens because the show needs time for editing, effects, and large-scale filming across different locations. So based on this pattern, if Season 4 releases sometime in 2025, then The Witcher Season 5 may not arrive until late 2026 or even early 2027. That may sound far away. But fantasy shows like this require patience. The final season will likely be even bigger than before. It could include the largest battles, the most intense emotional scenes, and the closing chapters of the entire Witcher journey. Netflix will also want to make sure Season 5 is done right. Because if this is truly the final season, it needs to feel epic, powerful, and unforgettable. That means extra time will be spent making sure everything looks perfect. Another reason Season 5 could take longer is because the story is reaching its peak. The final chapters of The Witcher involve huge events, war between kingdoms, magical chaos, and the final destiny of Ciri. Bringing all of this to life on screen is not easy. Fans should also remember that Netflix sometimes splits seasons into parts, as they have done with other major shows. If that happens, Season 5 could be released in 2 halves, stretching its run even further. At this moment, the most realistic expectation is this. The Witcher Season 5 will likely release between late 2026 and mid-2027, depending on production speed and Netflix's schedule. Of course, the moment Netflix officially confirms the release date, everything will become clearer. But until then, fans can be sure that the wait is building towards something massive, because Season 5 will not just be another season. It could be the final storm before the end. And that brings us to the most exciting part of all: what will happen in Season 5. Season 5 of The Witcher could be the most powerful and emotional season of the entire series. If this truly becomes the final chapter, then everything has been building toward this moment, the last battle between destiny and darkness. By now, Ciri is no longer running. She is becoming the center of the entire world's future. Every kingdom wants her, every enemy fears her, and her true power is still growing. Season 5 could finally reveal what Ciri is meant to become, and whether she will save the world or destroy it. Geralt's journey may also reach its final test. He has fought monsters for years, but the greatest fight has always been for the people he loves. In Season 5, Geralt may have to make the hardest choice of his life, one that will decide everything. Yennefer, too, stands at the edge of fate. Her bond with Ciri is strong and her love for Geralt is deep, but the world around them is collapsing into chaos. Season 5 could push her powers and her heart further than ever before, and then there is the growing threat of the Wild Hunt, the force that has been lurking in the shadows. Their arrival could bring the final war, a battle that will shake every kingdom and change the Witcher world forever. Season 5 promises magic, heartbreak, sacrifice, and an ending fans will never forget. So the question remains: will destiny finally be fulfilled? Or will the Witcher world fall into darkness? One thing is certain: the final chapter is coming,